Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We're currently doing £5 off all our Rangers t-shirts. We also have brand new designs, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. So we're just 2 days away from the official opening of the summer transfer window. Already, the club have signed 3 players. It's going to be a very, very busy one, as the club are already in negotiations for 4 players as the window sets to open in a couple of days' time. As I said, guys, if you haven't already pressed that big red button, please do consider doing so, as we'll keep you on the straight and narrow this summer transfer window and bring you only reputable and reliable information with regards to Rangers transfer news, and sort of cancel out all the noise that can be surrounded. It's very, very overwhelming, these transfer windows, especially when the club is going to be signing the amount of players that Rangers are. As I said, Rangers are in negotiations for 4 players, those being sort of Sam Lemmers, Jose Cifuentes, Cyril Dessers and Jonathan Panzu. All different positions, all different types of players that could or are likely to join the football club over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff with regards to incomings. However, today, guys, we're going to be going more look on the outgoing side, as we got a bit of transfer news with regards to Kamara, as it is being expected that over the next couple of days / weeks that Rangers are going to be going into negotiations at trying to sell the Finnish international. Look, there's a host of clubs that are supposedly interested in the player. And Glenn is one of those players that, of course, is a fantastic player, but his performance levels have dropped, especially over this season. And as I said, has emerged as a player that Rangers are willing to sell this summer. Look, the player I think does want to leave. He's probably valued at around £5 million for Rangers, and if they do get £5 million, they'll be happy with that. But it is being said that Premier League new boys, Sheffield United, and Premier League relegated side Southampton are the 2 teams that are heavily interested at the time of recording. And as I said, reports are suggesting that Rangers could be sparked into immediate negotiations as the transfer window opens, as they looked to offload the Finnish international. As I said, Rangers are looking for a fee close to £4 to £5 million. And as I said, those 2 clubs are likely to pay the fee. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff with regards to Kamara. Glenn's one of them players that I do think is another lesson within this Rangers board that need to get right. Look, our business model, whether we like it or not, where we stand in world football, is we have to be a team that nurtures talent and then sells it for big profits. Buy cheap, sell high. That's how we're going to have to make our money. We've been stung a few times already over this last year. Alfredo Morelos, Ryan Kent, £8 million in transfer fees there, already walked for a free. But it's not the point. Alfredo Morelos, yes, he cost £1 million, but he was subject to £16 million bids a couple of years back. He's always been linked with moves away. Ryan Kent's the same. So they need to make sure going forward, we don't allow players, 1, to run their contract down, or 2, we need to sell players when they're hot, like we did with Calvin Bassey. Who's to say that we would have got a big fee this summer if we held on to Calvin Bassey? We sold at the right time, and we should have done that with Glenn Kamara in the summer when we got a £10 million offer from Nice on transfer deadline day. We didn't, and now he is half his value, or if we'll be lucky to get half his value. But the latest I have for you on that one, of course, is that Rangers are expected to go into immediate negotiations with a host of different clubs at the look of selling Glenn Kamara this summer. So yeah, very interesting stuff there indeed. I'm going to be touching upon a bit of injury news. Yes, Rangers, story of their season. But there is reports coming out of the Scotland camp that John Souttar has picked up an injury and could be a doubt for Scotland's sort of qualifiers or games that they've coming up. Sorry, I haven't really got too much knowledge. It's European qualifiers against Norway and Georgia this week. And as I said, it's being reported that he's had an injury setback and is likely to probably leave the squad. Now, it's been a bit of a story of Souttar's season. A player that's been fantastic actually coming in on the back end of the season, but is a player that does have injuries in him, and I hope this is just a minor setback. I don't really care if he misses a bit of the international break. I really couldn't give a rat's ass about that, but what I'm trying to say is that hopefully he comes into the season, get a nice full preseason, we can really go into a full campaign with a good John Souttar, because he was fantastic at the end of the campaign. So hopefully he can stay fit, but it is a warning light there. I know we're linked to a centre-back as well with Jonathan Panzu. There's also Austin Trusty as well. There's a few other players that we're being linked to, but we need to make sure that we're going into this season with strength and depth, because you can't, unfortunately, hang your hat on John Souttar to stay fit for a whole campaign. But there's latest on him is that he is injured, and it's likely that he'll withdraw out of Scotland's camp for the upcoming European qualifiers, which is, again, sad to see. But the only positive is the summer, is the off-season, so it should be enough time for him to get ready for those sort of Champions League qualifiers and the start of the campaign at the start of August. So that's all I've got for you with regards to sort of Rangers players and all the rest of it. As I said, John Souttar and Glenn Kamara. But I've also got a bit of it, not an exclusive, but a bit of news with regards to Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard, of course, the former Rangers manager, went down to Aston Villa, was sacked, but it's also being reported this morning from a fair few sources that he's currently considering a shock job offer to become Al Ettifaq's manager out in Saudi Arabia. Now, as I said, it's said that he has received an offer from the club, and he's said to be taking time to consider his options, and is interested in the job and interested in getting back into management. It's an interesting one, though. As I said, the source has said Alpha Ettifaq have made an offer to him, and he welcomes the idea, but has asked for some time to study the offer. Now, it's an interesting one, as I said, with the Saudi Arabia stuff. They're currently buying everybody at the moment. N'Golo Kante, Karim Benzema, Ronaldo, all of that have gone out to Saudi Arabia for big money. Gerrard, of course, will probably be getting big money, but I don't think it's probably the correct move for him if he wants to progress his managerial career. I think he should maybe be looking at that Leeds United job. If he can get into that one, that would be quite good for him. But again, I do think going out to Saudi Arabia is a bit more of a money-focused one. But then again, there are start players going out there. There is sort of players, there's a vision out there to make it a better league. So it might be well for Stevie G, and might get himself back to where he once was at Rangers in terms of his managerial career. But the team he's going to finished 7th last season in the SPL, Saudi Pro League. And as I said, at the time of recording, he's currently considering his options at whether he wants to join the Saudi regime. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for you today. But please do let me know your thoughts on Glenn Kamara. How much do you think Rangers can get for him? As I say, let me know your price valuations down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have brand new Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Remember, we have £5 off all t-shirts for the next few days only, so get them whilst you can. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.